Extra Time, Craig Burley with us in the studio. Don Hutchison is with us, as is Craig Burley's defender-in-chief, Aage Fjortoft, because Craig put out a tweet, if you're not on Twitter, what was the basis of it? It's basically...
It gives us stuff about the club world.
Yes, that's pretty much, that sums it up quite nicely, which provoked a lot of Chelsea fans getting very angry at you.
And what would I care about that?
Because
let me tell you something, right? Club World Cup, while Chelsea are off there, and we put up a graphic on the show.
Yes.
We're going to talk about it, but other things preceded. And about here's the list of achievements. I get that, they're off playing in it, right? I don't even watch this competition, I think it's a nonsense. But they're off salivating about winning it. You've got Romelu Lukaku scoring a good header. You've got Kai Havertz scoring a penalty. Do it when it matters. All right, Havertz scored in the Champions League final. As they're off celebrating like they've won the World Cup, Manchester City are racking up a 16-point lead on Chelsea, where it really matters. The Premier League. The big competition for them. And they're off there celebrating like they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And meanwhile, they're getting their backside booted all over the place from Manchester City. It's embarrassing.
But Chelsea fans will say, hey, wait a minute.
Wait
a minute, Craig Burley. The only reason we're in this competition is because we beat Manchester City in the Champions League final. So give us our due. We've earned a place here. We've earned a reason to celebrate.
Champions League final is fine. Winning the Premier League is fine. The Club World Cup is a nonsense. It's a showcase event. It's a plastic trophy. I don't buy £100 million strikers to win the bloody Club World Cup. I buy them to challenge Manchester City and Liverpool in the Premier League. They haven't done it. They're 16 points behind. They have not a snowball's chance of winning it this year. And the way they're playing, they've got no chance of winning it next year. So spare me this plastic fans, plastic cup, Club World Cup nonsense. Your bread and butter is the Premier League, and Man City are whipping your backsides.
Chelsea fans say you're bitter from 1997.
Yeah, he's bitter.
That's it.
I'm bitter. Chelsea fans, let me tell you something. Half of these Chelsea fans weren't even Chelsea fans in 1997. They've jumped on the Roman Abramovich bandwagon, most of them. They weren't even able to name players from the 80s and 90s, half of these supporters. Trust me.
Craig Burley, I mean, if you take his initials, it's Craig B. It stands for Craig Bitter. I mean, let the boys and girls or the fans go to somewhere in Arabia for some oil money, go there and win the Club World Cup. Just to make you so bitter now, I hope that Abramovich, listen to me now, I hope that Abramovich will make a deal with Elon Musk, Amazon, whoever, to play Saturn, Mercus, Uranus, and they will play a global Earth planet kind of competition just to make you bitter. I mean, the Premier League, they win the Premier League, they win the Champions League, let them have the Club World Cup. Don't be so bitter because you couldn't play that final back in the 90s.
What is the Club World Cup? What is it?
You don't even know that.
It's the winner, isn't it? Winner of the Champions League, winner of the Copa Libertadores, winner of...
What does it mean? What is it? Some showcase game in the middle of the season, a few games here and there, a bit of a jolly up, take it to somewhere where half the fans can't even go to. So the fans
You can say that about everything. You can say that about everything.
Your bread and butter.
You can say that about the FA Cup, the League Cup, the European Cup, the Conference League, the Champions League.
They don't play the FA Cup in the Middle East. Your bread and butter is the Premier League. Where are they in the Premier League? I'll tell you where they are. A country mile behind Man City. They've been an embarrassment. That's where they are.
They won the Champions League. They won the Champions League.
That was last year.
Yeah, and Liverpool won
the European Cup in the 80s. I'm not still piping on about that.
You're just bitter because you didn't play that FA Cup final.
I did play the FA Cup final. That was 2 years before. 3 years before.
Don, where do you stand on the gravitas, the importance of the Club World Cup?
I don't mind it, Dan. I'm liking Jan. I'm liking Craig.
To be honest, Don,
them to have an argument.
To be honest, Don, let's be honest. You'd got the opening of a fridge. Seriously.
John Terry come out yesterday and went, he's devastated that he's never won that competition.
Oh, shut
So
up.
It's got a little bit of
Terry's
prestige
devastated
about
because
it.
he never won the Club World Cup. Spare me the crocodile.
That's what he
tears.
said. That's what he
Away,
said.
don't talk nonsense.
Listen, if
But
you're
John-
in the competition, in the sun,
nonsense.
go and win it. Go and win it.
Oh, I'm not saying don't
We
go
had
and
joy, we
I'm
had
not saying
fun,
don't
we
go
had
and win it.
seasons in
I'm
the
saying
sun.
don't paint it as a picture of some superior experience and achievement.
You
when you're
just
16
bitter.
points behind Manchester City in the Premier League, give your head a wobble.
Oh, goodness
Yeah,
me.
but Man City would be love to play in that competition. 'Cause it means they've won the Champions League.
Yeah, they're too busy winning all the domestic trophies.
Dan, I have to ask you as the neutral expert here. Who was the manager who didn't let Craig play in that final?
Well, that was Ruud Gullit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's the reason why this man is so bitter.
You know the trouble is with people these days, they just can't get it when people take the truth serum.
Oh, dear.
Like some padded nonsense, some padded.
Craig,
Club
get a
World Cup.
passport in the time. Craig, get a passport and come back from the past.
All right, I tell you what, we've won the Club World Cup. Let's get back and put an assault on the Premier League title. Oh, hold on, no, we can't because we're so far behind.
Oh, dear me.
Are we playing in the Club World Cup because we won the Champions
I wouldn't
League?
watch it if it was getting played in that desk in front of me.
Oh, the Chelsea fans are so right on Twitter. You just bitter.
Okay, let's move on. How many more?
I wouldn't know. I don't spend my time mingling.
How many more points?
No,
does
because you're using facts. You're using facts.
How many more points does Maguire have to cost United before he sat on the bench, Don?
Well, he got taken out the side, didn't he, last month or the month before? And I actually thought Varane and Lindelof actually looked quite good as a pair. Me and Frank LeBoeuf had an argument. I'm not sure if Jan Craig, I don't think, was on the show a couple of days back. And Frank LeBoeuf said, "Oh, you can't take the armband off Harry Maguire; it'll kill his confidence." And I was going, "Well, is that how soft these United players are? If you take the armband off someone, it might kill their confidence. It might just be the best thing for Harry Maguire if he does get the captaincy taken off him and he's taken out the side, because at the minute he's got no confidence whatsoever."
Craig,
Well, that is breaking, Dan. That is breaking news. Maguire got confidence. I didn't know that.
It doesn't make sense. How can you leave Maguire out the side? And I was on that show, Don. I didn't quite get what Frank meant. I think Don said that day to Frank, like, we're dealing with as men here. You know, big decisions have to be made. We've all had disappointing things done to us. Somebody left me out an FA Cup final.
Did they?
Never forgot that.
Imagine how bitter Maguire will be.
But Ruud thought about not doing it in case he upset me. So, what doesn't make sense is the fact that Lindelof was playing alongside Varane. Then he had the incident where his house was broken into whilst he was playing. His family were in it. They were traumatised. That's understandable. He went back to Sweden, took some time off, and then he either had an injury or or somebody had COVID and he had to isolate. One of the two. But to bring a player that you've dropped back in and bring him back in as the captain doesn't quite seem right to me.
Right.
Those two things don't fit. I don't think.
Don. Let's go Jan, actually. Jan, is Thomas Tuchel now in the same league of Chelsea managers as Jose Mourinho? He's won the Champions League, the Super Cup, and now the Club World Cup. Plus, he can win the League Cup in a couple of weeks.
Oh my God, this is what you're dealing with.
I would say that Thomas Tuchel is one of the best managers around, and after he won the Club World Cup, he is probably the best manager in the world. So absolutely, I agree with the guy who sent you that question. But Thomas
Come
Tuchel...
on, Jay Deep. What's Jay Deep saying there? Come on.
What's wrong? What's wrong, Don?
Better than Jose, what he's done at Chelsea, surely. Because he's got a Club World Cup and a Super Cup.
Jan says with a straight face he's the best manager in the world.
No, I haven't said that. I said when he came to England, I said when he came to England, he's one of the best coaches around, and he will handle Chelsea. He did that with the Champions League, and I know there is some bitter people who will say that he's not at this Premier League, but he still won the Club World Cup.
He's not going to let it go. Who won the Club World Cup last year? You got 3 seconds.
I have no idea.
Exactly. See, I told you. Such an important. Who won it? I knew I'd get them. Who won it last year? Who cares? Who won it the year before? Who cares? Who won it this year? Who cares?
But Craig, I can't find my glasses. I don't know where I left them this morning either.
You'd have it. You'd have it in the memory bank.
Oh dear. Was it Liverpool? Do Juventus have the chance?
Don't say it as if you knew. Somebody just told you.
No, it wasn't.
No, Liverpool beat Chelsea.
You never remembered it.
Liverpool beat Chelsea.
Do the Juventus have the chance of winning the Scudetto this season, Don, after Inter and Napoli?
No.
True.
No. No, Juve this season are a mile off.
Oh.
They're a mile off. They've signed Vlahovic, who'll play with Dybala. Morata's been in decent form. I don't think they've got enough in midfield, Dan. I don't think they've got goals in midfield. Their points tally behind Inter, who are a far superior side. I think if you ask Max Allegri now, I think he'd take top 4. That's as good as they're going to get.
For Craig, parentheses, the next Manchester United manager, after another abysmal performance, do you think there's any manager that can get this Manchester United Galacticos to perform?
I don't think the performance was. I've seen it. I don't think it was abysmal.
Right.
I mean, I've seen it a lot. There's been a low bar this season quite a lot. This was better.
Okay.
This was better. That's how bad it's been at times. But this was better. What's the question? Is there any manager?
Which manager?
Yeah. I think the 3 managers in the Premier League that are in the top 3 at the moment would all.
One's just won the Club World Cup.
One's just won the Club World Cup. If that's not enough to get you the Man United job, they'd love to win that competition at the moment. It's very prestigious, apparently. Those 3 have put it right. Klopp and Tuchel's done well. Klopp and Guardiola stand out for me.
Okay.
They just stand out. The way that they've changed the dynamic of how their teams have played over a longer period, has to be said. But there is a real identity of the coach and their teams. Amazing stuff, really.
Yeah.
What Klopp has done at Liverpool, bearing in mind where they've came from.
Yeah.
City have come from a different bit. City already had that success domestically under previous Pellegrini, Mancini. But Liverpool, Klopp comes in at a team that almost won the league and then fell flat under Brendan Rodgers. Then they fell away. That was a big rebuild to get to where they are. And what he's done has been incredible.
And he won the Super Cup and the Club World Cup as well, didn't he?
He did, but not as important as the Premier League, Don.
Don, this is for you.
True.
I don't think this guy likes Salah. If Salah would pick up his head and pass the ball occasionally, he would lead the league in assists. Egypt would have won the African Cup of Nations, and Liverpool would be contending for the title. Who is the biggest ball hog?
Well, they are contending for the title.
Yeah. Who is the biggest ball hog that you've ever played with?
Crikey, that's harsh on the best player in the world, isn't it? Teddy?
Yeah.
That's a little bit harsh. I mean, he's playing for Egypt, and there's only 1 or 2 players in the Egyptian side that are actually any good. So to drag them all the way to a final, I thought it was unbelievable. And you criticise his assists and his goals.
You know?
Harsh, that is.
Dear.
That's in modern day. People are just looking for perfection.
Oh dear. So Don, obviously when we played in the playground and recess, there was always one kid who would hog the ball.
Yeah.
Does that happen at a professional level, or is it kind of you can't make it that far if you're going to be like that?
Yeah. Dressing rooms just wouldn't have it.
Right.
Dressing rooms wouldn't allow someone. You'd nail someone in the dressing room. You'd nail someone on the training ground. No, wouldn't happen. Just wouldn't happen. They wouldn't survive if they were doing that these days.
You agree, Jan?
Yeah, and especially in England, and that's what I like to play in English football. I mean, I played for 4 different clubs in England, and you have this kind of same culture, same types. And although I was a goal getter, I was a number 9, I wanted to score my goals, but I knew that to get the passes back, to get the crosses back, I had to try to be involved with the rest of the team. And as Don is saying, there is a culture in the dressing room. They would be killed.
Wow.
I'm just thinking here, I think I had 4 events I had to go to. Chelsea supporters events.
Oh really? Do you think you'll be invited?
I'm a bit worried that I'm not going to be invited.
I wouldn't pen those in. Final question for all 4 of you.
I love going to these events, you know.
If you could be a Winter Olympic athlete for your country, which sport would you try to medal in?
What do they call that big one? Eddie the Eagle.
Ski jump.
The ski jump.
Yes.
Yep.
We won today.
I would do it, no helmet, nothing.
No,
Nothing.
just go to...
Only one ski.
No.
Why would you do that?
What?
Why would you do it with only one ski and no helmet?
One ski, no helmet.
Yeah.
I'm an aerodynamist.
Yes.
Just down.
Aerodynamist, is
Exactly.
that a word?
Well, it is now.
No.
Yeah, what about you? Norway's won a million medals, haven't they?
Yeah, and it's funny that he said Eddie Eagle today because that ski jumping in a big hill, we won it today.
Right.
Lindvik won it for us, 8th gold. But if there is one to win, there is always in every sport there is one to win. That is downhill, the alpine skiing. That is the toughest guys.
Yeah.
That is the Formula 1 drivers going down those hills.
Okay. Don, Scots are good at curling. Do you fancy a bit of curling?
I don't like curling. No, I tell you what I do like though. I like the biathlon.
Oh.
Yeah, we won it today as well.
Yeah,
Sort of
shut up.
skiing, and then you sort of ski, you burn about 10,000 calories, you get the gun off the back of your neck and you hit the targets.
Calories. Can you
It's
get
like a little
Olympic
bit- yeah,
medals
do-
for burning calories, Don?
No, I just mean like you've got to be super fit. Like it's one of the most calorific events I think, where it's like outrageous on the calories.
Don,
and
somehow
then
you've got to
slow
shoot yourself in the foot, I feel.
Well, no. Then the beauty of that sport is you're going, or you're burning so many calories and you're out of breath, and then by the time you get to the target, you've got to slow your heart rate down to almost zero, try and take the shot on, 5 of them, whatever it is, and then you've got to go again and get maximum. So your heart rate is up. How they hit the targets, I'll never know.
Is that a biathlon? Is that a diet? It's not a diet.
That's not your sport, yeah. You'd be no good
I
at that.
love
trust me.
biathlon. No. I love
you
biathlon.
couldn't do that.
He knows a
And
bit
I would do
biathlon.
that for my body now.
Is that what it's called?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Biathlon.
I always find it a bit weird having a sport where you're skiing with a gun in your back.
Yes. Yeah.
Very weird, isn't it? And then
Yeah.
you shoot.
It was developed by soldiers, apparently.
You can imagine Don, though, as you said, falling over and the
then
gun
he'd take
going
a
off.
selfie of himself.
He's got the what do you call it? I don't know.
The gun?
No, the
Bike? The trigger?
yeah, the security. What do you call it?
He's
The
gone.
safety.
Craig is
Safety,
gone.
lads. He's got the safety off. And it goes off, shoots
Shot
him in
my
the
ear
foot.
off.
He manages, shoots his ear off. He manages to
the ear
take a
off.
photo of himself
On Instagram.
doing it, right? Shoves it on Instagram within 5 seconds. And then
Then a calorie count.
yeah, but I've got no ear left because I've just shot it off. But I have lost 4 pints of blood and 8,000 calories.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Winning. Winning.
What would you do then? Go on. Bobsleigh?
It's a bit scary, the bobsleigh, isn't it?
Put you head
Did you
first.
see the Brazilians in the bobsleigh?
No.
Horrendous.
What happened?
Oh, they fell over.
Oh.
What, before they got? What do you mean?
Brazilians fell over on the start.
Oh, no.
I've not watched any of the wins from it. I can't get into it.
Okay.
Dan could be a one in curling. I can see Dan doing that with a sweeper.
Yeah,
going
like a
down
figure
the
skating.
He's told what to do.
He'd
Mrs.
be
Thomas
figure
just be there
skate- he'd be a
going,
figure
you're not doing
skater.
that right, sweep harder.
Do you know what
You missed a bit.
Do you know what my Saturday night is now?
Figure skater. Little figure skater.
Little figure skate.
Yeah. Twirling, doing some twirls.
Yeah. Double axel.
I think I look beautiful,
That's
right?
it.
It's 10 past 6 now here.
Yes, it is.
12 minutes past 6.
Yes.
My wife thinks we're going back and we're going out for a meal. We're
Oh,
not.
nice.
No. Well, let me finish. We're not.
Why not?
You're disappointed. I am going back.
Kind of disappointed. That's
No,
the
I'm going
marriage.
back,
30
and I feel
years.
bad about it to watch a full rerun of the Club World Cup. Because I feel bad. Right, she's thinking about a steak dinner, big one tonight, ribeye, the full lot, glass of wine.
nice.
It's off.
Wow.
Wow.
What a great
God,
end
what
to
a
the
happy
program.
home.
That's the kind of
Oh,
man,
nice.
and I'll come in on my day off tomorrow, Monday, not tomorrow, the Super Bowl's on,
Right.
and I will give a full analysis on the Club World Cup.
Okay, beautiful.
And I won't
Well,
mention Chelsea being 16 points off
Okay.
Man City at the top. I won't mention it.
To be fair, Cheryl might be happy that she don't have to go have dinner with
I'm
you.
happy, you know how much that
Exactly.
costs.
Exactly, that is it. ESPN FC back on your screens tomorrow. What's happening tomorrow? It's Catalan Derby. Espanyol taking on Barcelona and Super Bowl. Who do you want to win? Who's going to win?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, good. Yes. Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.